Imagine two people. One has $10,000 in the bank, the other has zero. Who pays more for life? Most people would say the broke person pays less because they have less money. But the truth is the exact opposite. Being broke is one of the most expensive financial conditions you can have. And every day you're poor, life charges you interest. We like to believe money is just a tool, but money isn't just a tool, it's a discount card. It buys lower stress, it buys better options, it buys time, and when you don't have it, everything costs more. Not just financially, psychologically. Today, I'm going to show you why being broke creates a hidden tax that keeps millions of people stuck. Let's start with something simple. A rich person buys a quality pair of boots for $200. They last 10 years. A broke person buys a $40 pair. They wear out every year. After 10 years, the rich person spent $200. The broke person spent $400. The person with less money paid twice as much. This happens everywhere. Cheap appliances, cheap cars, cheap housing, cheap food. When you don't have money, you can't afford long-term decisions. You're forced into short-term decisions. And short-term decisions are almost always more expensive. Being broke isn't just lacking money, it's lacking options. Now let's make it worse. Imagine your car breaks down. Repair cost, $1,500. A wealthy person pays cash. Problem solved. A broke person puts it on a credit card. Now that $1,500 repair becomes $2,000, maybe $2,500, maybe more. The rich pay prices, the poor pay prices plus interest, and interest is brutal because it works in reverse. When you invest money, compound interest makes you richer. When you borrow money, compound interest makes you poorer. The same force that builds wealth can also destroy it. But the biggest expense isn't financial, it's psychological. Researchers have found that financial stress consumes mental bandwidth. When you're worried about rent, groceries, credit card bills, you aren't operating at full capacity. You make worse decisions. You take worse jobs. You stay in situations longer than you should because survival mode shrinks your world. When every decision feels urgent, nothing can be strategic, and that's why poverty becomes self-reinforcing. Not because poor people are lazy, because stress is expensive. Here's the part that makes people uncomfortable. Money creates leverage. If a wealthy person sees an opportunity, they can act. If a broke person sees the exact same opportunity, they often can't. The wealthy can wait. The wealthy can negotiate. The wealthy can invest. The wealthy can take calculated risks. Everyone else is busy putting out fires, and when your entire life becomes emergency management, you never get the chance to build. So what's the solution? Most people think they need more money, but first, they need a different goal. The goal isn't becoming rich. The goal is escaping fragility, building an emergency fund, reducing unnecessary debt, creating a buffer between problems and panic, because every dollar you save does something powerful. It buys time, and time creates options, and options create wealth. The biggest lie about money is that being poor is cheaper than being rich. It's not. Being broke means paying more for transportation, more for housing, more for debt, more for mistakes, and more in stress. The wealthy don't just have more money, they have fewer financial penalties. That's why the first step toward wealth isn't buying assets. It's eliminating the hidden costs of being broke, because once life stops charging you interest, you can finally start earning it. If you learned something from this video, subscribe, because the rules of money aren't taught in school, and the people who understand them early spend less of their lives paying the hidden tax of not knowing them.